So this e-commerce store does about $3 million every single year, and it's basically automated now using AI employees. I'm going to show you exactly how to get something like this set up yourself. You may not make $3 million a year, but you could definitely make $3,000 to $5,000 every single month from an automated e-commerce business. All of this is done through TikTok marketing. I'm going to show you exactly how to do TikTok marketing. I'm going to show you a very similar product to what's being sold on this store. And I'm also going to show you how to set up the AI employees. Specifically, we're focusing on employees that are going to manage all of these orders. So we've got 1,200 orders coming in every single month. And if you're doing a low ticket product, that is something that's sort of under $30, you could have hundreds, if not thousands of orders every single month. And those are customers that have questions. And I'm going to show you exactly how to automate that customer service side of things and basically get everything set up. So what do we need to get started? Well, the first thing is obviously we need a product. To do this, you either have a product if you're a brand, you're already selling a product, or you're looking for products that you can create content from. So the times have changed quite a bit, really. You now got to look at the products that you're selling from the point of view as how can I create content that's going to go viral? And this is one of the best examples that I've been able to find. It's a very, very, very similar product to the product that's being sold in the screenshot I just showed you. But the product from this store, this is actually a brand. This has been going now for about 2 years. And that's why it's able to see consistent growth and consistent revenue like this. But when you're getting started, you know, if you made $200,000 in revenue, even in a year, you're doing significantly better than the majority of your competition. And realistically, all we're looking for is competition that's doing something similar. How can we mimic them? How can we use a hook that they've used to get views and then push those views to traffic? And you can see this video got 10 million views, 2 million views, or 1.3 million views rather. But the majority of the videos only get around 10 to 20,000 views. So as someone who's starting out, what you want to do is not just shoot a shot in the dark. You want to go ahead and look specifically at what other people are creating, what content they're doing, and then you want to mimic it exactly. And I would recommend you go onto a brand that's doing something like this. You look at it frame by frame, and you look at exactly what it is they're doing and why people would stop the scroll, why they would actually look at the video. Aside from the fact that the product's quite cool, what else is it that they're doing? Is it the music? Is it the hook? What is it that's going to capture people's attention? But then what is going to keep them watching the video? Now, I'm not saying go ahead and steal and copy everybody else's content, because just doing that, you'll probably not get views on TikTok. You want to add your own original spin to it. But when you're starting out and you don't know how to create content, that's probably the easiest way to do it, instead of just going your own random route and just trying to create content. Once you've done that, you want to have a call to action in your video. So if we look at this video here, he's literally just using the pick. It's glowing, it's lighting. Some people in the comments, I don't know if it does in this one, will be asking what is this pick? Where can I buy this pick? Those are the comments that we're trying to get on our videos. Those are the people who are interested in our product. The problem is we need to make it very, very easy for people to understand how to buy the product. And I would recommend adding a call to action at the end of the video, whether you just show a video of the website or a screenshot, or you put the URL in the video in like the last 5 seconds. Then in the comment section, I would put a comment and I would say, buy this in our bio, or find this pick in our bio, or try and just find a way of getting people to go to your bio and then click on the link to buy your product. The reason for that is you don't want to get a video that's got 10 million views and it's just got thousands of unanswered questions. For example, this person's asking specifically about the pick. This person's saying, I need that pick. Where do I buy? These questions need to be answered. People need to know where to buy the product. And the easiest way to do that is either go through and reply to the comments, or what you want to do is you want to have it obvious in the video. Now, the next thing to do is to try and get something controversial in the video. And this video is a very, very easy one to do, because you're trying to find your target audience, your demographic, and you're trying to deliberately annoy them in some slight way that's going to get them commenting and slightly outraged in the comments. So, for example, in this one, people's talking about the song, but not this one. It's not actually played on the D string. So this is somebody faking playing the guitar. and then they've filmed a video, they've used somebody else's audio, and the conversation is just people being wound up about the fact that this person's faking it and is not playing the guitar properly. And that is going to fuel conversations and arguments. And you'll see here this person said this, 11 different replies. People are now still discussing whether or not this person's actually playing the guitar. And all of this, while they're commenting and typing, those people are letting the video run on repeat. And to TikTok on the algorithm, that means more views, which means more engaged audience, which means happier viewers, which means they're going to push your video out to more people. So that's like the basic marketing. I will do another video on that. Let me know in the comments if you've got any additional questions. Now we want to talk about how to actually set up a store that can handle this sort of traffic, this sort of volume. We're just going to be using Shopify for this. There are other products that you can use. I recommend Shopify when you're getting started. It's the easiest product to get started with. If you don't know how to use Shopify, I will do another video on that at some point. I have got a video already on this channel which kind of goes through how to sell using Shopify. It's the previous video to this one, so go ahead and watch all of that. Next thing that we need to do is make sure that we have everything ready in our inventory and getting everything ready to actually sell. So for example, here, if we've got a product that has a limited amount of quantity that we can sell, we've got to make sure that we are setting that up in our product pages. We've got to make sure that we've got refund policies, shipping policies, and we've got to make sure that people who come to our website are easily going to be able to find answers to their questions. So if we go onto this website here, this is an example of kind of what not to really do. This is like a very, very basic dropshipping store. It's not really giving away a lot of information. It's just giving away like the features and the necessities. It's not actually going into a lot of detail and reasons why somebody should buy. Now, if we compare it to these guys' websites, it's a fairly okay website, but you'll notice that the forefront of this site is videos and images. And then they've got this whole section here showing off other people who've bought their product. So you're just constantly adding trust to the website. And that's what you're doing to try and increase your conversion rates. Now from TikTok, you're not going to get, astronomical conversion rates, but you will get a lot of views, so it will kind of level out. The next thing that you need to do is make sure that people's questions are answered. And this is vital to increase your conversion rate. So this is where another piece of software comes in. And to demonstrate this, I'm going to show you this website here. So you can see this is just a demonstration website where I've got all sorts of different things on this site. And then down here in the corner, what we've done is we've added an AI sales agent. And this is part of the employee setup that I mentioned right at the start that this company is using to get these sorts of numbers. And what it can do is it can increase your conversion rate by recommending products to people, but it can also automate your customer service. But I want to show you an example. So this chatbot down here in the corner has got a whole load of data from the website. So it knows all of these different products. It knows all about our tracking information and our refund policies. But if we ask it a question, for example, I said here, Halloween is coming up and I need some decorations. Have you got anything? Assuming that you couldn't find this information yourself, right? Somebody just wants the answer very, very quickly. You can see here it's come back and it said, sounds like you're getting ready for Halloween. We have a perfect decoration for you, Halloween pumpkin string lights. And that is this product here. So wherever they are on the website, they can get specific product recommendations. Sorry, excuse me. They can get specific product recommendations. And actually, I'll show you in a minute how you can then link these products directly to these products. So you can link this, if whatever page they're on, they can just click here and go directly to that part of the website. So that is going to be part one of automated employees to increase your conversion rates. And you can see this is all set up in ChatIQ. So this is the software we're using. You can use it for free for 7 days. So when you start a free trial, you can set everything up. And basically what we're doing, you can see here, if we come to the chatbot, we can set up multiple chatbots. If you've got multiple businesses, you just need one ChatIQ account. And all we've got here is all of the URLs from my website. So I've got product pages. I've actually got, I don't know if you can see them because my face is in the way. I've got shipping policies, refund policies. This is just some test data that I did for a demonstration video. So what's happening here is the chatbot is able to read all of this data from the website and use this to answer people's questions. So it can do more than just answer and recommend products. And this is where automating employees to get this sort of revenue comes in. Now, just by automating employees isn't necessarily going to increase the amount of revenue you're creating. but it is going to decrease like the disputes and the problems that you're going to have in your business. One of the biggest problems that you have with early dropshipping stores or Shopify stores is they have a trend where every single sale starts to come in, they get very, very good growth, and especially if you're using TikTok, you get very viral, sharp growth, and then it will come crashing down again very, very quickly. As a business, this is not sustainable. I mean, it's nice to generate some quick cash, and this will happen in like a 3-month period if you're lucky. Sometimes it can happen in about a 1-month period. And it's going to happen. You're going to have peaks and troughs in your business anyway as you post a video, and as that video loses traction, you need to keep those videos going out. But the biggest thing that causes this massive drop off here is because customers get angry, customers get frustrated, customers dispute, customers then share bad reviews, and then basically your customers tear your business to pieces. So this is not what we're looking for. You'll notice if we look at this graph, it's basically a dead straight line. Yes, there are some peaks and troughs every now and again, but those peaks never go below sort of a $5,000 day, and the peaks never go really above a $12,000 day. And that's because consistent marketing has been done, but also we have a lot of returning customers. And the reason we have returning customers is because they're incredibly happy customers because the customer service from this business. So how can we set this up? And as a small business, when we're just getting started out, doing things like using Upwork and hiring people for a virtual assistant role. So this is a lead generation role, but you would basically use Upwork traditionally to hire someone to actually then manage your customer service. And there's a few problems with this. First of all, cost. So when you're starting out as a business, you're starting out with e-commerce, you don't want to be spending $6 an hour on someone that you don't really know if they're going to be very, very good or not. You don't know how many hours a day they need to work. You don't know how long they're going to stay. You don't know how long your business is going to work. You've got to organize hiring them. You've got to sit on interviews for hours. And then when you hire them, you've got to make sure they're actually doing a job. And typically with someone like a VA, you have to spend the first week or two micromanaging them, checking the emails they're sending out, and making sure that they are consistent, they are good, they're professional, and people are getting the answers to their questions on time. This is a really big headache with people when they're starting businesses. So how can we actually get rid of this frustration and this headache? How can we get rid of this cost, right? Because if we just do the maths on this, we are going to pay someone. Let's say, for example, we pay someone, let's just copy this. We pay someone $6 an hour to do our marketing. We don't know how long they're going to work for. So this guy, you can see, was charging $6 an hour, $5 an hour, $7 an hour. So $6 an hour is a pretty standard rate. We're going to pay them $6 an hour, which seems like quite a small amount, but let's add this up over the entire month. We now need to pay them, let's say they're going to work 3 hours per day. And that is going to come out to $18. Okay, $18 per day is what we're paying them. That's not bad for 3 hours of work. But now we've got to multiply this up, right? Because we've done an entire month. And don't forget, this is your first month. You may not be making many sales. You could only be making 1 or 2 sales here and there, but you need to sign a contract with someone telling them they've got a certain number of hours they can work per day. And typically, a VA is not going to work for you for 30 minutes per day. You need to give them enough work for them to actually be bothered to do it. So $18 a day. Okay, well, we're now going to do 18 times by, let's say we've got a 21 or 20 day working month for someone. So that is going to come out to $360 per month is what you're paying someone for their assistance, basically just with your customer service. That is a lot of money to be paying someone every single month, especially when you're just starting out. But it gets worse than that, because now if you want to maintain your business throughout the entire year, at that rate, you're paying a minimum of $4,320 per year for this employee. That is a lot of money that you're paying someone. And don't forget, right, this person could actually have to work more hours. As the business grows and as it scales, this number here is also going to grow. So if we look at this as like a graph, when we're starting out, we have to give them a base pay, right? And this is like a number of hours. If we just look at that here, and then this is like a month over time. We're starting out at a base pay of, let's say, 3 hours per day. As the months go on, as your business scales, the number of hours that some person is working for your business increases. And as that increases, obviously the cost increases. Now, whether this is an exponential graph or a linear graph, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you are paying a lot of money to someone every single year. And the problem with this is it's a very, very simple job. As you're getting questions coming into your business, you've got a lot of people asking very, very similar questions. So, although these numbers look very good, they're very, very high. When you're starting out, you could only be doing $200 a month or $2,000 a month. That's a lot of money to be paying someone. And also, they're basically just copying and pasting from a spreadsheet. You'll probably just have example question and answer pairs that they can then respond with. If someone's got a question about how to track their order, or if somebody's got a question about how they can get a refund. It's basically exactly the same thing every single time. So I'm going to show you exactly how you can automate this. It's incredibly easy, and we're going to be using ChatIQ to automate this for us. It's completely free to get started, so you can actually start a free trial. You get 7 days to use it for free, but afterwards it's actually only going to cost us $30 every single month, right? So let's just compare that now. This is the difference in cost. This is going to cost us, you're now paying an hourly wage of $0.33 per hour. Per day, that is $1 per day you're spending. Per month is $30, and guess what? Every single year you're only paying $360, which is what we were paying beforehand per month. So it's going to give us a significant saving. But now you've probably got a question of, okay, well, how do I set this up, and is this actually going to work? What does it do? So let me just walk you through this. When you sign up to an account, you're going to be given instructions on how to get everything set up. The first thing you need to do is scrape your website and add training data. So basically what we're doing here is we're giving the AI context on your business. So if we click on upload data, we have 3 options. I recommend trying to scrape your website. Depending on how large your website is, it may extract all of the information or just some of it. If you've got a Shopify store, it will start with all of the products from your website. And then what I recommend you do is you go into your shipping policy pages, FAQs, refund policy pages, anything like that. And what you can do is you can now upload that as additional text data if it's not included in the web scraper. So now we've basically got what we're calling a knowledge base for our AI, which can now use this information as context for its answers. So now, as every single person orders from our store and they have questions about, where is my product, we can actually answer their questions. And the way we do that is, let me just show you here, I've filtered this by data. We can actually select all the data that we've scraped, so all of the context from our website, and we're calling this training information, training data. We can then build a chatbot. So you can give your chatbot a name, you can give it an introduction greeting message, and the greeting message is this one here, right? So, hey, hello, how can I help you? This is just an example that I set up earlier. And you can see if we go to files, these are all the files that we're using, and these are the files that we're not using. So we can add in other files as well. And once we've built the chatbot, we can then play around in the chatbot playground and start to customize our chatbot. And here's the really cool thing, because it's not just a chatbot for your website. We've seen those, we've heard of those, they're all well and good, but there's a few problems with AI chatbots. The first one is, how do we know it's going to be good in its responses? How do we know it's not going to hallucinate? The second one is, okay, cool, but it needs to talk to a human. What if somebody has a problem that the chatbot can't deal with? They somehow need to send that off to a human. The human then needs to deal with that problem. And we don't want to give the AI access to the Shopify admin so it can just willy-nilly go and refund people. So ChatIQ has actually managed all of that for you. So let me just show you how we would do this. Once we've built the chatbot, the first thing you really want to do is come down to here, and you want to add in your logo and the widget logo. So the widget logo is this one, by the way, this one in the corner. Then we're going to come to number 6, and we're going to click on launch. We're going to copy this code here, and we're going to go to our website builder. So we're going to be using Shopify as an example. Come to your online store, click on edit code, theme.liquid. I'm just going to remove the other one. We're going to paste it below the head tag, which is line 3 on my website, but it may be slightly different for you, but it will be right at the top of the theme.liquid. And then we're just going to save that. And now it will be live on our website. So if we go onto our website now and we've refreshed the page, you'll notice that this new chatbot has been added. It's got the branding of the store, the logo, it's got the colors and all of that. And also, now we're ready to go. This is just completely automating everything. It will be able to understand your business right off the bat. You may want to do some other additional extras. You'll notice here I've given it 3 example questions that commonly people will have questions on, and the chatbot can go ahead and answer them. For example, if I say, what's the refund policy? The chatbot will be able to go to the refund policy website, or at least it'll have that data, and then it can return a response for that question using that context from your website. So it says the refund policy allows for 30-day returns, blah, 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 a whole load of information. You can go ahead and visit the refund policy page if you want to. It's not working at the moment because the website's not actually live. And then you've got the contact information here. Here's a really cool thing though. What about somebody who has just ordered and now they want to track their order? How can they get that information? Well, they can go ahead and ask the chatbot, and the chatbot will be able to tell them exactly how your tracking information works. And assuming you've got a tracking link on your website, you can see here, if I click that link, it's going to take me directly to the track your order link. So that's set up on our website, but there's a few other things that we could probably do. If I come to the chat with us section here, I've gone ahead and I've asked these questions. I've set these questions up here under the chatbot example user questions. 1, 2, 3, those are already set up. You want to go ahead and ask those questions to your chatbot, because let's just say, for example, somebody goes in and they just say this message. If you read the FAQs in section 5, it's going to take 8 to 15 seconds to get the reply the first time round, and that's because the AI is generating a response for you. But you may find that you want the responses to be quicker. So now what's happened is the AI has created its own custom memory. So if I ask this question again, it's going to be significantly quicker at responding. You see it did that in a matter of seconds. That's because it's using its own custom memory. So what we've done here as well is we've got the opportunity where we can actually adjust the message response from the AI. If we don't like the way this is responding, we can go into the adjust response button and we can then change how this AI is responding. What we can do is just edit that. What we also want to do is give the person the opportunity of being handed off to a human. And I said this earlier over here, right? If we have problems in our business where somebody's buying a product and they want to get access to a human, and it's a severe problem like a refund problem, then we need to hand that off to a human. Now, at a certain point, yes, you will need to have somebody in your business just working on these support tickets, but you're not going to have that person responding to common questions. You're not going to have that person responding to very, very simplistic questions all of the time. So you're only going to have to employ them probably half an hour to 1 hour per day, or maybe once every other day, because the rest of it will be automated by the AI. And I'll show you exactly how this works. So what we can do is at the end of the sentence, if we include this phrase, sorry, I can't spell, CMD for command, handoff, and I will make this easier within the software, and we update this. We're now updating the custom memory of the chatbot, so now it will know next time we ask this question to use this response, it will know to actually include that. And what that's done is it's given us a button at the bottom for submitting a support ticket. If we click that, it's going to take us to the support ticketing section, and we can actually now gather support tickets from our customers. And it doesn't stop there, because when somebody goes ahead and submits their support ticket, they're going to categorize it, and you can change the categories. If you come to ticketing here, you can actually change the categories that these are set up on. You can see here I've customized this one. If we go for bulk order, for example, we put in the contact information and also the reason for that dispute or that support ticket. If we come to the ticketing section here, within ChatIQ, and we come to the chatbot that we're currently using, you can see the support tickets come through. We've got an example support ticket that I did the other day for a different video. That support ticket will then, ChatIQ will actually categorize that support ticket. You can see here we've got an account issue, we've got an order question, and then what it's also going to do is it's going to clump those tickets together. So if one customer has submitted multiple tickets, you can see them all here in one long list. So let's just imagine that this one's just come in. This is an open ticket. As a business owner, when we set this up, and don't forget, right, this conversation here would be happening live on our website. So you can see this is the support ticketing bot. It would be happening here. So, where were we? Ticketing. Here. Now what we need to do as a business is we need to respond to these tickets, but we also want to know how important these tickets are. This is a high priority ticket. It would be really cool if we could be notified, and we can. So if we come to ticket notifications, we can actually set up, if we go to best email here, so this is where we want to be sent the notifications from, or to rather, select the chatbot. Make sure that you've got your best email set up, and you can actually send a test email if you want, but you can actually set custom notifications for different priorities. So I don't care about low priority support tickets. I only care about semi-urgent tickets like product or tracking issues, or highly urgent tickets like refunds and disputes. And ChatIQ will prioritize your support tickets and let you know. Then all you need to do is come into here, and we can now deal with a support ticket. But it gets even better, because we don't actually need to type out a response to this support ticket. Instead of spending 5-10 minutes drafting a reply to this customer, we can actually just get the AI to recommend a reply for us. And we can, if we want, give it some context, a bit of information. As you can see here, it said it can't fulfill that request because it hasn't got much information. So what we can actually say is, let me just pause this. So I said, please ask the customer to send in a photo of the damaged product. Okay, so where's my order? I haven't received it in weeks, whatever. Anyway, same thing, you get the point, right? Send in a prompt to the AI, and then it's going to turn this into a complete conversation. And then all we need to do is fill out our name. You can see this is just loaded. And it's come through and it's shown me here the chat history from this customer. So I can see the question that they had with the AI. And in this case, the person was asking about the refund policy. It told them about the refund policy. It also showed them the submit a support ticket button, and it's come through here. And now all we need to do is click on send with SendGrid. If we've got SendGrid set up, it will literally just send out the emails straight away from here. And we won't need to do anything else. We can then close that support ticket. But there you go. That is how you get set up with support ticketing with ChatIQ. And that is exactly what this company here is doing. This is why they're able to maintain such high volume and high revenue numbers every single month, month on month on month, year on year, because they're able to maintain good customer support, reliable customer support. They know that the responses from the chatbots are going to be consistent every single time. They know that when people come to their websites, if they've got a question, for example, they want product recommendations, they can get answers instantly. And it's also going to hand them off to a human if they need human support. And then it's going to notify you. It's going to notify your employees to go in and deal with those support tickets, and it's going to prioritize and categorize them. So you're not wasting time on support tickets that aren't relevant or important for your business. You're only working on support tickets that are of high priority. And also ChatIQ will give you a score. You can see the average response time for those support tickets. So now you know how well your business is performing. So if you want to get set up, the link is down below in the description. Go ahead to ChatIQ, click on start a free trial. It'll take you to a page that looks like this. You want to go ahead and sign up for an account. So I usually use Google to sign up. And then it's going to take you to a checkout form, put in your name, your card details. It's not going to charge you, don't worry about that. You've got a 7-day trial that you can use it, get everything set up. And if you don't like it, you can cancel within the app. It's incredibly easy to do. You won't be charged until that 7-day trial's run out. If you've got any other questions at all or any additional questions, leave them down below in the comments.